welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the do-it-yourself resin kit. I got this kit from Walmart. Here's everything that came inside of the kit. We have the resin, the green dye, green glitter, mixing sticks, the mold, and a few measuring cups. Here we have both steps to get started. For the people that didn't see what I got for my birthday, my flowers, I talked about putting my flowers in the resin. Here I have my mold and my gloves. So these are the exact flowers that I showed you guys in my Denver, Colorado trip. These are the flowers that my mother gave me for my 21st birthday, and yeah, I already know I had to put it in some resin. So here I'm just reading the directions, just trying to make sure I do everything step by step the right way. I kind of sped this up because it was a process and it was taking me forever. So here I'm just mixing the resin together to step 1, step 2, making sure it's nice and cloudy, adding my gold flakes and my flowers. And now I'm just pouring the resin inside of the mold. After 24 hours, this is what it looks like. It's all dried. And this is a nice little close-up of how it looks. Here I have my little pine tree that came with the flowers. I thought it was cute, so I decided to put it in some resin. I put it inside this plastic measuring cup. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to put resin in plastic, but I did it and I wouldn't recommend you guys to do it at home. So here's me taking out the mold. Can we just take the time out to appreciate how beautiful this thing came out? Okay. There's a few spaces that needed to be filled in, but my first time working with resin, I didn't really do too bad, but I feel like I should have went back in just to check to see if anything else needed to be filled in. As of right now, I'm just taking off the flower. For this particular part, I didn't have any sandpaper, so I decided to use a nail file, and it worked just fine. I was just trying to get it to be very flat so that I can connect the other piece to the tray, and as you can see, it's not leveled at all, so I'm just filing it down so it could be flat. So being that the rose wasn't cooperating, I decided to move on to the pine leaf. I'm not really sure if you guys can tell, but the pine leaf here in this clip, it looks yellow instead of green. I don't know if it was like some type of chemical reaction because of the resin or what, but you can see your sister's struggling trying to get that resin out of that plastic. And would I ever do this again? Hell no. I really messed up by putting this resin inside this plastic like this, thinking it was gonna come out. Like, I know y'all just saw me trying to tap it out to see if it'll come out. Now that it's officially out the plastic, I can go ahead and move on. So now I'm just showing you guys the plastic that I had to cut through in order to get this thing out. I'm taking my handy dandy lighter to get all these bubbles out. I'm not really sure why they tell people to take the lighter and do this to get rid of the bubbles, because I kind of like the way it looks with the bubbles, but that's what it told me to do on the box, and I've seen plenty of people on YouTube do it, so I said, you know what, why not? But I wasn't really stressing it. In this clip, I was honestly doing nothing, like nothing at all. I was trying to burn the flower down so that it can be flat, and almost ended up burning the house down. I had to blow that out. Your girl had to go to the store to get some super glue. I went to Target, got the cheapest super glue that was on the shelf because everything else was over $3. And I was like, I'm not paying no $5-6 for no super glue. So right now I'm just taking my pen just to poke a hole through it. That junk started oozing out. I had to hurry up and put the top on here. So now I'm just, putting the top on. Just looking to see if it needs to be filed down a bit more. So right now I'm just trying to move this thing around, trying to get this thing to fit. It wasn't fitting, so I had to go back in with my nail file, sand it down a little bit more.
See some real speed, bitch. I'll show you some real speed.
This step was high key, like the longest part. It's just taking forever. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, me going back to edit this video, I literally had to delete so much because I was filing so much. And I had to go back in and file some more. And I honestly feel like I over filed. Now I'm gonna try to see if it'll fit. And it still wasn't fitting, so I had to go back in. Smooth. Okay, we good. So we gonna put it on top like that, see if it fit. Ooh. Man, we made it this far. So this is the final step. I'm just putting the super glue on there. 1, 2, 3 process. Well, I thought it was. But I had to put so much glue on there to just make sure that it was gonna stick. So here I am, gluing it down. And the glue is just dripping everywhere. I decided to go back in and put some glue in the little holes that needed to be filled in so we wouldn't have any problems with the top part of the dish coming off. Y'all probably gonna be like, I didn't even notice until you said something, but look at that. Look at how crooked that is. And it was too late because the glue was already on there and it was stuck together. So here it is. So now I'm just like being all clumsy and the glue is all falling down. I'm like, yo. Jesus. So I'm just trying to clean up the glue that's on my marble table. And I just put it on some paper towel. And I'm going to rinse my fingers off with some alcohol because I got mad glue on my fingers. So I'm just going in, making sure all that dust and debris is off from me filing and any glue that is left behind. So I'm just soaking it up with my paper towel. Sure everything is nice and clean. Well, I don't really feel too bad now that it's angled properly. But now I'm just going in, putting my rings inside of my dish. You know, my rings, earrings, and things. Some more rings and some little necklace pieces, some ankle bracelets, a necklace. That's the necklace that my friends gave me that I was talking about in my Colorado video. Another ring, another necklace with a K, and my earrings. And that's the finished product. So this is just me putting it in my bathroom on my counter. And it came out pretty nice for my first resin project. But thanks for watching. Later, y'all.